Hello, everybody. I got my blue light filter glasses on, so my eyes may look ginormous, but my head's kind of hurting from the blue light. How's everybody doing? I'm back in the DealMachine office, so that's pretty fantastic. Makes me happy. Waiting for, make sure when you're on, don't be shy, say hi. I'd love to see who's on here today. Sorry about yesterday, guys. I was not feeling the best, and I wanted to make sure that I was in tip-top shape for today. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. I may be a little echoey. I apologize about that. Don't be shy, say hi. Hello, hello. Don't be shy, say hi. Who's on with me right now? We're going to talk about some driving for dollars. Gonna make sure that our peoples on Instagrams knows that we're on. Garrett, hello. Thank you. I appreciate you. Elizabeth, hi. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey there, John. Hi, St. Clair Simmons. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful to see you all. So beautiful. 5 by 5. Are you actually going to be driving for dollars today? If you guys really want me to, we can go on a trip. I was going to do some virtual, but I can definitely do some real time. So give me some likes if you would like to go real time driving for dollars today. Lewis or Louis. No, it's Lewis, right? Hi, Elise. First day using DealMachine. Lewis, can everyone say welcome to Lewis to the DealMachine fam? Welcome to the DealMachine fam. Excited. Hey, Matt, how's it going, friend? Raheel, hello. Oh my gosh, look at that cute little baby. Hello, Pam, Pamela. Troy, hello from Baltimore. All right. Thank you. I'm trying to bring all the energy. Okay, I've got some people who want to go real time. It's virtual only for me. Okay, yeah, I can definitely do some virtual. And we got some welcomes. Welcome to the fans. I'm okay with virtual. I'd like to see some virtual. All right. Chevy! Guys, Chevy just did a walkthrough today. I swear. So Chevy, I need to tell you, I was watching you on my lunch break because I saw you were live and I was like, I gotta watch my man Chevy. And you, and I don't know if it was the owner that you were talking to, but you two were freaking hilarious because you're just like, dude, these bathrooms or these rooms are tiny. And you were like, man, this kitchen's tiny. It was so funny. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to be doing some virtual driving for dollars. If you want, I have 2 votes for real driving for dollars, but I have more that want to see virtual, so I will do virtual first. And if you guys really want to see some real-time driving for dollars, I can figure out how to make that happen. It will be a little difficult right now, but I can note for next week we'll want to do some real driving for dollars. Hey, E. Ooh, I love your hair. Hello, Al. Good to see you, friend. You have to build value before the close. Guys, go check out The Real Chevy. Man, I love it. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, I shared his live today because he was going through a house and it was great. You don't want no virtual? You don't want virtual or no? Virtual, please. Which one do we want? I'm going to do some virtual. Majority rules and I'm fine with it. I will definitely, if we have time, I will go through and do real driving for dollars. Actually, I could probably take you guys walking for dollars. That could be a thing because I love walking around this area. Okay, first things first, I wanted to let you guys know really quickly, you guys should definitely join this tonight. There is a webinar going on tonight with Beth and CJ Moss. They close 2 deals per month with DealMachine, averaging $20,000 per deal. Okay, their previous was a $13,000 average. This is tonight. I'm gonna be there. I'm the only one in office right now. David's across the hall, but David's gonna be there. Hannah's gonna be there. And then usually at the end, which I do this here as well, but usually at the end we do a demo of DealMachine that you guys can ask questions real time with David and I. But you can also do that here. So just so you know, if you do have questions, I will be going through virtual driving for dollars, but I will make sure that I go through your questions if you want to see something with actual DealMachine. Okay? Oh, no real time, want virtual. Got you, E. So anyways, be sure to register for this. If you need the link, let me just get it really quick because you guys should be there. So it's tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. All right. Now we're going to get to virtual driving for dollars. Here's the link to the webinar. Oh, it's so beautiful to see you guys. I really missed you guys. They're from Rhode Island, right? Yes. Good question, Al. Actually, I don't know. I think, so she has a beautiful accent. I'm not quite sure where they are. Here's the dashboard. Okay, so this is just my, oh, Elizabeth's going. Elizabeth, I'll see you there. Make sure you say hi because I will be in the chat and I will make sure to say hi back. Okay, so virtual driving for dollars. First things first, I'm going to go step by step for everyone who has not done this before. I hope you guys all like my Wonder Woman background. Garrett's going. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there, friend. Sylvia, oh my gosh, you are so pretty. So great to have you on here, dear. All right, so first things first, if you don't know already, go to DealMachine.com/Chrome for virtual. Now, here's the thing that I was literally just talking to another an enterprise member about. So the problem that they're having is that they're not able to get the amount of leads every week that they need. Because okay, so people pull lists, right? Well, then you have this list to go in your pipeline. But with driving for dollars, you have to keep replenishing that list because if you do cold calling, texting, marketing, you know how fast those leads can dry up. Okay, so being consistent on adding those every week is huge. So virtual driving for dollars helps you out with that because guess what? Yes, it may not, like, there is some like good and bad to each, but like it's leads, okay? It's leads, it's something. You need to make sure that you get those in. Clinton, good to see you, sir. Do you want to come back on the webinar? We'll put you back on the webinar. It was so good to finally get to put a face to the name. I'll be on the webinar. Awesome. Yeah, guys, just so you know, on the webinar, David actually pulls people to be on with our guests and have them ask questions. So your question may come up. So I'm excited to see y'all. All right, here is, I'm going to just put that down there. So, oh man, I really hate that. I don't want it to be a ticker. That's awful. I don't want that to be a ticker because that gives me a headache. All right, so DealMachine.com/Chrome. That's what you're going to need to go to. All right, And you're going to add it, which it's, guys, it's like so easy. It's so easy. You just click add, you say yes. And then it's going to pop up here, which, can you see it? No, you can't. Don't judge my desktop. All right. It's going to be right up here. There's going to be a little DealMachine symbol up on your tab there. Okay. So then you're going to click on it. And I'm already logged in, but if you're not logged in, that's all right. Okay. So you're going to log in, and then once you log in with your credentials, same credentials that you use when you're logging into your DealMachine account. Okay. Then we're going to click on Maps Google. Now here's a couple of cool things. All right. Ways to get drivers to drive where you want them to go, / you keep track of where you've driven, because no, we don't have it to where you can track routes yet on the Chrome extension, but I have a way that you can keep track of, like, you know where you've been. First off, pick an area. All right. You should know the area that you're driving in, pick an area. So I want to say I want to go to, I've been driving this area a lot, so I want to go to Bates. Let me give it a minute to think about it. Bates Hendricks. It's a little area in Indy, and it's going to put a border around it once it loads. So see how it kind of bordered out where I want to go? So I already know that I've started over here. I've already gone down these streets. So I'm going to want to go down these streets. So I'm trying to make my way over. I know that I've already been over here. So I'm going to start over here on Beecher Street. Actually, yes, I am, because I'm going to go down these streets right here. Elizabeth has a question really quick. I have a question. When I use the DM extension, I find I have to click on the house to find out if it is in my price range, and then it's added to the list. Yes, so it's not going to show everything before. You're going to have to add it. And then what I would do, Elizabeth, is go into your account, and I can show you after this. Remind me to, I will make a note. You don't have to remind me how to filter through. Because I also have criteria that is for my leads. Right now, we're just focused on any distressed properties. I don't want you guys to think about, like, was it sold in the last year? Is it corporate owned? Just add distressed properties, and then I'll show you guys how you can go through and, like, filter through them. But right now, we're just focused on distressed properties. Al wants to know, if you're in Rhode Island. Oh, all right. I'm going to let y'all have that conversation. I see. Okay, following step by step. I cannot see it. Which part can you not see? I will go back and show you. Okay. All right. So I figured out where I want to go. Then I'm going to go down to the bottom right. You see this little, I'm going to try to zoom in here. Nope, it's not going to let me zoom in there. All right, that's fine. There's this little yellow guy in the bottom right. Ooh, I would expand the screen, but it's going to hide my, I've done it once and it. I'm on, so it's maps.google.com. Yes, I am on Google Maps right now. Do I put in neighborhood or zip code? Either or. You can put in the zip code or you can put in the neighborhood. Either one. I put in the neighborhood. Oh. Okay. Either one. Okay, so I will try to make this bigger. I'll zoom in here a little bit more. Okay, so I zoom into some streets that I want to be on. All right. So I said I wanted to start over here. So I take my little yellow guy down here, bottom left. Okay, I grab him. So I hold down on him, pull them over. Whee! See all the streets light up blue? That means that Google has pictures of them. So you just swing this guy around because it's kind of fun. Okay, and then I'm gonna go and drop it down on one of the streets. So I'm actually gonna drop it down right here. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it up here. Wait, am I in an alley? I am. Gotta make sure that you're not in an alley. So I'm gonna actually drop him over here. So then I just go plop. And I'm on the street. So, cute little park. Then I'm gonna start driving. So as I'm driving, a couple of things to keep in mind. At the bottom, let me get rid of this. At the bottom right hand, and I know you guys can't see it, but it says image captured right here. And it says image captured. This one says May 2014. Okay. Glenn, you're fine. I just wondered with all the periods, I was like, I think Glenn might be trying to say something. That's okay, Glenn. I totally understand. Okay, so I'm going to start driving. So I do have to be aware that these pictures are a little bit older and it does vary street by street. Like you can go to the next street and it will be 2019. Okay. So let me just go down here and I'll tell you what I kind of look for. So this seems like a pretty cute area. Definitely adding this house right here and this one next to it. Couple of things, reasons why. One, there's a little bit of like browning around here, which means it hasn't been power washed in a while. Also, it doesn't have a whole lot of character. So it makes me wonder if it's an absentee owner. The bricks are kind of falling apart over here. And also it has an AC unit in the window, which means that they can't or won't get circular air, which no judgment to anyone who has that. It's just something that, you know, that a lot of people look for. And I'm going to do that for this one too, because they have 2 AC units in here. This one, it doesn't even have a window in there. And actually the one next to it too. But so how I'm going to add this is I'm going to go to my Chrome extension. All right. And actually it is corporate owned, but I'm going to add it anyways because I want to see like when they bought it. So they just bought it. So instead of getting like down in the dumps about them buying it, I can look at that and be like, okay, they'd be good as a buyer possibly. If they're actively buying in this area, if I find other deals they haven't had, they may potentially want to buy from me. And then I'm going to add this one, which is also corporate owned. I can't talk right now. Okay. Now, then I'm going to look at each side of the street. So I just added 2. Yes, they were both corporate owned, but right now, like I said, we're focused on adding distressed properties, and then I'm going to show you guys how you can filter through them. But honestly, you should just have 1 day a week that you filter through. I want you guys to just focus on putting the amount of properties you need to have in. Okay, so I want this one too. So I go up to my Chrome extension. Okay, that one's corporate owned too. Good to know. All right, I'm gonna look across the street. This one looks pretty nice, new roof. That makes me feel good about the area. This one, definitely gonna add. There's just a lot going on. It looks a little overwhelming. I don't know if they're cleaning it out, but we're gonna add that. If you are adding properties with me right now, just so you know, at the end, if we count them all up, if you added the most properties, I'm going to give you some free swag. No one's taken me up on that offer yet, but I just want to put it out there. Now, sometimes if it doesn't show up when you're right in front of the house, you may have to go down a little bit for it to like load. But I also want to look at the other side. So this is a cute house. This one is kind of outdated. but it looks like brand new windows. So I'm not really, I'm not gonna add that. All right, so I'm gonna see if that other one will pop up now. This is cute too. And I want that one right next to it because it has an AC in the bottom and in the top. Usually if there's AC in the top window, that means that there definitely isn't, oh, that's owner occupied. That one's owner occupied, sweet. That one's, okay, that one's owned by an LLC. They bought it in 2017. So it's probably fixed up by now, but that makes me feel, ooh, tall grass, big kahuna right here. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. Tall grass, I want you. I went right past it. Shot me right past what I wanted. I want you. Look at all that tall grass. And it looks like the fence is falling over in the back. Yeah, my internet's running really slow. If you guys can't hear, my fan is like going nuts on my computer because it's like, what are you doing? Okay, so I added that one already. Also look for just outdated houses. Whoa, that is green and red and all the things. Okay, so we were just down there. Also, another little trick when you're virtually driving for dollars. Down here in the bottom left, there's a map. You can expand that, and what it does is it'll split your screen in half. So you can kind of see where you're at in the crossroads. So what I do is I zoom in. And then I'll see where I am and where I'm walking towards. So I can keep track of that. All right, so now I'm still in 2014. This is a lot of overgrown grass and bushes. Ooh, no. Ugh. Guys, mastering Google Maps is a thing. Like you can't, it'll sometimes take you everywhere. All right, this is owner occupied, bought in 2006, definitely would market to this. That's a good multifamily. Hey, cool, oh my gosh, cool kid Dwight. This is Google Maps. I have my DealMachine tab open on the other side though too. So that's another way that you can figure out where you kind of want to go is you can go to your DealMachine app, go to the map. I told you all my computer's working overtime right now. You can see that these are old routes because they're yellow now. So if I want to zoom out and say I typed in the area I want to be in, what I can do is I can filter from some of the credentials that I want. So like I usually go, not sale price, sale date. I usually have it over 5 years ago. And then this is going to update. So then I can see the areas that I might want to go drive around in and check out the houses. You can do that by just like dragging the map. And then that's another way that you can figure out, okay, do I want to drive this street? This street doesn't look like it has that many, you know, and then I can go back to my maps and I can go figure out those addresses from the map. Who asked me? Robert. Robert, that is a lovely picture of you and your family. Yes, I got the map at the bottom. On the bottom, there's a little square map that'll be right here, and there's a little expand button. You tap that, and then you can move this to take up more of the screen or less of the screen that you would like. And I usually tend to have to zoom in over here and kind of drag the map where my little guy is. Let me know if that answers your question. E, girl, I am so happy you said that. I find it quite fun. I think it's kind of like a video game, even though I'm not really a video game person. But guys, doing this, okay, so say everyone should have goals of how many deals they need to get a day, whether that's 10, whether that's 20, but like you should have a goal of how many deals you should put in your DealMachine account every day, because your pipeline will dry up, guaranteed, if you do not. So like at the end of the day, let's just be honest here. I don't have a whole lot of time to drive, okay? But I want to make sure that I'm adding properties. So if I get home and it's like, you know, time to go to bed, and I'm like, crap, I only got 5 properties in today. Guess what? Pull out my computer, get on this, add 5 properties, done. I know that I did my 10 properties for the day. Some is better than none. I just have to say that. Some is better than none. You're very welcome, Robert. Let me know if you need anything else. Okay, let's keep on driving. Tomorrow, just so everyone knows, if you weren't here in the beginning, we do have a webinar tonight at 7 o'clock. Would love to see y'all on there. This is a lot. That's a lot. Am I still in 2014? I am. Ooh, AC unit, done. Mattress outside in the back, done. Get me on over here. You guys get to listen to my wonderful singing. Actually, little fact about Elise, I love to karaoke. Okay, also that's two-toned. If I would have, oh, this is interesting. Definitely multifamily. Definitely gonna add it. See, and then you end up finding all these other ones that you're like, how did I not see that? Like, I'm adding that. That's absentee. This thing is just interesting. All right, and I added that one. Good deal. All right, I'm going to do this for probably another maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to show you guys how to filter through them, and also how to like count up how many you actually did fast and easy. I added a bunch of properties, and when I went back, they ended up too cheap. If you wanted to, Elizabeth, kind of price, I don't. Like, are you meaning like sale price, how much they sold for? I don't usually look at the sale price, because if they're, I just look at when they sold usually. So I make sure that it sold at the very least 5 years ago, very least 5 years ago. I don't really look at the sale price because I'm sure there's a deal somewhere, and you don't know, I don't know the story of, you know, what their situation is. And when I drive for dollars, I'm literally just driving to add properties. I just want volume in some way, because if I take too long to analyze everything, I'm not going to get the amount I want. And I can always go back out. You'll live and learn. All right, let's look at these. That one's cute. That one needs some work. Needs some little TLC. Also, this fence is falling down. So I'm going to add these. Are they still 2014? They are. What do you need help with, E? I got you. Elizabeth, where in Ohio are you? I went to Kent State. Are you Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati? They were in the 30s, like 30,000. That's really good. I'd get something under contract for 30. Because you could probably find somebody, possibly, or you can talk them down. You never know until you talk to the person about the story. All right, I'm glad I got someone else. Thank you, Robert. Okay, so I added those guys. Look at this new one. That one's cute. All right, now I'm kind of getting off course. So here's the magic, guys. Say, and this is where I really love virtual driving for dollars because I don't have to worry about someone stopping me or someone thinking I'm a complete creep. By the way, here, I'm just going to show you guys. If you are driving for dollars, be sure to get yourself one of these, okay? Get yourself a vest. They're like $7 on like Amazon. Get yourself one of these and wear these when you're driving around. People will not stop you as much as if you aren't because they're going to think you're like a meter reader or something like that. So definitely, David got us like a pack of these. So I would definitely do that. But what I was saying about virtual. So in this case, I'd be like, oh crap, I need to turn around. Okay, guess what? All I have to do is go to my little, like I wanted to go this way out the street. So all I have to do is just tap and I'm all the way back to where I wanted to be. This makes me so happy. Instead of having to be like, okay, 3-point turnaround. You know what I'm saying? Elizabeth, I would say try to find, if you're finding that that area isn't working, then maybe look at a different one to make sure that there's a spread. There's always some ways of doing like creative financing or ways to just help someone out. Ask in our Facebook group. We have a Facebook community group that I would highly recommend asking. There are a lot of people I know that are in Ohio. I know a couple in Cleveland and Columbus, Toledo, things like that. Robert, link to the vest. I certainly can. I sent one to someone, I forget when. It won't be this exact vest, but I can send you one that I did order a while back. I had an itch on my nose, and now we're not supposed to be touching our face. All right, reflective vest. Whew. My internet is working. I believe this is the one. Yeah, it's like $7. Here you go. I'm going to put this in the link. Man, maybe we should make DealMachine vests. I'm just saying. Should I tell David about that? Sorry, this is a long link for you guys. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Elizabeth, definitely go to our Facebook community group. Let me get that link for you. Because I know there are a handful of people that are in that area. I know a couple of them that got some contracts. So let me get that link for you guys. All right, this is the Facebook community group. I noticed that The vest link did not go through on the Facebook group. I'm not quite sure why. But if you guys want to check it out, it is in the Facebook group as well. And I literally just put in, yes, DealMachine Blue. That's what I'm talking about. I really should. You're very welcome, Elizabeth. Anything I can do to help. I'm just going to keep this vest on. It's a fashion accessory. All right, I'm going to drive for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go through and show you guys how to go through the properties. Am I still in 2014? I am. Usually it skips. All right, this is telling me something here because there's like different siding all over this house. This is interesting. Yeah, this is very interesting. I don't think that was intentional. They could be in the middle of it though, so who knows? We'll find out. It's owner occupied. They bought it 2 years ago, so I'm going to guess now it's probably doing fine. They probably flipped it. Makes me feel good about the area. Don't let that get you down. That should mean even more for you. Like this area is up and coming. If you see there's a lot of corporate owned, that means that you're going to find buyers that want to buy a house once you get a deal in that area, because you will get a deal. And just to answer anyone who's newer to DealMachine, we do absentees. We do owner occupied. We do multifamily, corporate owned, anything that's registered in the county register. Ooh, see, this is so cute. I don't know. This may be a tired landlord. You never know. I'm going to just add it because it's cute and it's got an AC unit in the window. So that means they haven't put in, it's an old house, definitely. That's for sure. Come on, internet, work with me here. Definitely don't have a ton of tabs open when you're doing this because I have a ton of tabs. Anyone else a tab person? Just have all the tabs open at one time? Oh, it says owner occupied. Interesting. Jamal, how do you know how old the street view is? Great question. You're down here at the bottom right, it's going to say image captured. And this, we moved up to June 2014 instead of May. So it's right down here. And it's going to vary street by street. So you can put owner-occupied houses which look distressed. Abso-frickin-lutely. I actually highly recommend it. David, our CEO, has done the majority of his deals owner-occupied. Especially because a lot of people, like when they're going into retirement homes or assisted living, that's why I definitely add homes that have like ramps or that have like old awning on them. I definitely add those. Okay, I want to add this one at the end of the street before we go into going into the leads, because this looks freaking overgrown as all get out. Shoot. Whew. Gosh, you gotta be careful going up them stairs. Goodness. Internet. Give me that house. There we go. Owner occupied. Roderick, you better be careful. Oh, but you just bought it. It's all right. Not a problem, Pamela. Here to help you. So no question is ever, do not be afraid to ask Any questions whatsoever? Guys, when I started DealMachine, I didn't know piddly squat about real estate investing. And you know who I learned it from? All of you, all of the gurus, David, everyone, and by doing it. Okay, now we're going to show the admin side of things. Now I want to preface this with the fact that I would say do this like once a week. Don't do this after you're done driving because you're going to get overwhelmed. Just focus on driving and go do your own thing because you're going to forget. Just set a time every week that's like Mondays, 7 a.m. I'm going to do this. Deborah, hey! I'm in Indianapolis right now. I'm in Indiana looking. Garrett, corporate owned properties. Great question. So corporate owned means that it's probably like an LLC, a company, a corporation that's owning the property. So they're either probably flippers, they're probably landlords. So David, he has Leco Properties as his business on the side for all of his rentals. So every time I would look up, if I looked up his property, it would say Leco Properties LLC. And sometimes those are pretty credible, but other times they're, you can call them and ask if you want to sell, because sometimes it may be just like a mom and pop who made an LLC like forever ago. Let me know if you have more questions about that, Garrett. Happy to help. Okay, so once a week, you go into DealMachine, okay? Go into leads. All right, and I'm going to do this just like I would every week, so it's going to be different because I usually do them on Mondays. Okay, so Garrett, would you still consider that a lead or just a potential buyer? Great question. If it was sold more than 10 years ago, I would think that's a lead. If it was sold underneath like 5 and it was sold within that 5 years, I would say those are potential buyers. But if it's still looking like poop and it's been 10 plus years, it's probably, there's a good chance that they probably would want to sell. Even if they don't, and they contact you and say, hey, dude, I'm not ready, I don't want to sell. You can be like, okay, well, are you interested in buying other properties? It opens the gate or doorway to having more conversations. Okay, so how I would go about this is I go to filter leads. Okay, now I have a preset, and what that means is I've made presets. I'll show you. Go to view presets. I have buyer indie preset, which this filters by pending approval, corporate owned, and the city address, because I have my templates are set up by the cities. I'm in 2 different markets. So this is for my Indianapolis one. Then I have like my absentee indie. So this I have by pending approval, which means I haven't started mailers to it yet. I have it to where it's absentee, it's been sold over 10 years ago, and it's in Indianapolis. So when I click this, it's going to filter out what I actually want. So when you're talking about it adds all these properties that you don't want, don't even worry about it, because you have these presets to filter through what you do want. And then what I can do is just select all of these, go to more, go to mailing options, and then I can start it on my absentee corporate owned. And then that's it. Bada bing, bada boom, done. And then I can just keep on going along. So I would take time to set up some presets that you're looking for. Because I know, Elizabeth, you were talking about wanting it to be in a certain sales price. You can definitely do that in the filter leads. You can go to, where is it? Sale price. And you can filter through the amount and then save this preset as like your default preset of qualified leads. And then you can go back. Does that make sense to everybody? Sorry, my throat's kind of dry. Any questions on this? I'm going to take this off. This is getting a little toasty in here. Don't forget VEST, driving for dollars, VEST. It's so lonely in here without everybody. Ow. How do I add different phone numbers to different postcards, corporate owned and owned occupied properties? How do I add different phone numbers? Like for your phone number, so you would need to create multiple signatures for that. If you wanted to like have it so that you have, right? Is that what you're talking about? So if you have like a different postcard, like a different phone number for corporate owned and a different number for owner occupied, so that way you know which one's calling you. You can do that. It's on our enterprise plan that you can have multiple signatures. And that's how people usually track their like marketing and stuff like that. So you can do that. Or else you would have to just manually keep switching it back and forth on the one signature you get, which is going to be time consuming. Oh, I'd like to hear what everybody has to say about this. Pamela asks, I am just beginning. Should I already set up an LLC? My answer is yes. I felt more comfortable when I had my LLC set up and I was starting, but David told me that it wasn't necessary. So it's kind of your own personal preference on that. I would get some feedback from other people. I'd love to hear if anyone in the chat. Ooh, I got somebody calling me. Okay, can you upload a list in DealMachine route uploaded lists? Not yet. You can upload a list, yes. If you're on professional or enterprise, you can upload a list. You would go to more and settings. And then you would go down underneath export. There's an upload list button. Now it won't. Sorry, I just want to get back to this. Okay, then it won't route track it yet. We are going to have it to where you guys can pre-plan routes on the map. It's not there yet. Should the LLC be listed on my mailers? I don't list mine because I write my name. I find that a lot of people find success if you make it more personable with like your name instead of your business name. Or if you're on enterprise and you have multiple signatures, I have like one signature that's my logo and my LLC. And then the other one is like my picture and my actual like name, and whichever one they feel more comfortable with, I feel like. Elizabeth, sorry to skip ahead, but when I skip trace, should I download it, then change the column so I can send it out? I can't seem to see all the numbers and all the email ads. Through us, do you, no, you're not, don't ever apologize, you're fine. Should I download it and then change the column so I can send out an SMS? When you, so you skip trace it through us, you download it, and you can't see all the numbers and stuff. I want to make sure that we fix that because you should be able to see all of them. You're very welcome, Al. Always for you, friend. All right, we have some feedback. No on the LLC. Well, depends. Legitimize. We got Jamal says, no, do deals first and then set up an LLC. So I've definitely heard that before. What if you skip trace for phone numbers and email addresses and DealMachine doesn't find anything other than what you already do, you get charged? No, so if we come back and we say, hey, we can't find anything, you are not getting charged for that skip trace. Good question. It'll say, oh, sorry, can't find anything, but yeah. I have car signs. Definitely. So Deborah makes a good point. Car signs are another great way to make people not look at you like you're crazy or come at you. Someone said they got held up with a gun, and I was like, good Lord. I set up my LLC right away and then worked on my website. Elizabeth said that. Right, awesome. Set up your LLP. on how much it is in your state. 250 or less, yes. Otherwise, use that money on marketing to get your first deal and set up an LLC in Massachusetts. Holy cannoli. Yeah, Indiana did not cost that much. Oh my goodness. I'm being very thankful I'm in Indiana right now. Yes, I will use money on marketing. I think that's probably the smarter way to go when you're first starting out. Definitely did not have that fee in Indiana. It was not that much to get my LLC done. So yeah. Eric, can I upload a list on the basic plan to send out mailers? Unfortunately, it's only on the professional and the enterprise plan that you can upload a list, but you can manually add the list in. It does. I know that's like, oh, Lise, like manually, but it doesn't take that much time. It does take time. But what you would do is you would just go into the map section and then type in the search and location by owner, and then you would type in the address. And then you can just click it and then it'll be added. So if you have like a smaller list, now if you have like 1,000 lead list, that might be a little much. Oh my gosh, you guys, Hannah just messaged me and said this webinar is going to be off the house. I'm so excited. Virginia's not that much. Good to know. Half of my skip list had others. The other half didn't, but had a in the place when I hit on the, that's weird. Elizabeth, could you reach out to, actually, I'm going to just screenshot that. And I'm going to send that to our support staff and have them reach out to you because I want to make sure that that's taken care of. I'm going to send that to them right now. Oops. Nope. Just going to put that in here. I want to make sure I do it now before I forget. Goodness, it is warm in here and there's only me. Don't understand. Okay, someone will reach out to you, Elizabeth. I made sure. Clinton said he set up his for $230. See, that sounds more like what I was paying. I agree with that. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Eric, we love you too. Virtual hug. I'm a big hugger. Took a pic of a house and within 10 minutes got a text. What the hell was I taking a picture of their house? How in the heck did they get my number? How would they track me down? Whoa, what? Wait, so Gina, they texted you after you took a picture of their house? Like you didn't send them any contact or anything? They could have probably got your license plate number and then did some kind of search through that. That's crazy. I'm still looking for my first deal and already have an LLC. Just feel better presentable to a seller. Also depends on my state only. For others, it was more expensive. Yeah, agreed with Lewis. That's why I did it. Yeah, Elizabeth, I want to get that taken care of for you. So make sure, if not, reach out to me through Facebook and I'll make sure. But I think I already had somebody who just messaged me on that. So yes, someone is reaching out. Deborah, you have to pay taxes for your LLC in California. Good to know. All right, guys, I have to head off of here. I have another meeting to go to, but I really appreciate you all. I will see you on the webinar tonight. If you don't know about it, check your email. David sent out an email. Larry, June, I'm going to have somebody reach out to you because I got to rush off, but I want to make sure you're taken care of, bud. All right. See you all tomorrow and tonight.